Then he says, in our active addiction, many of us live our lives by default. What that mean? In our addiction, many of us lived our lives by default.
Follow back on it. Same old. But you know.
Really, what it's saying is that the drugs make all the decisions for us by default. You know how you put certain settings and things on default. You have no control over it. He says many of us lived our lives by default. We were unwilling or unable to make choices about how we wanted to act. Why? Huh? Say it again. He says many of us were unwilling or unable to make choices about how we wanted to act. We were unwilling or unable. Why? Powerless. The effects of the drugs, under the influence of, I don't have a right. I don't have a say. I do whatever it tells me to do. Go rob mama. Okay. Go down there and walk in that store and take them folks whatever. Okay. Sell the Christmas presents. Okay. He says either we were unwilling or unable to make choices about how we wanted to act. When we are caught in the grip of addiction, you have no more choices. It tells you, it runs you, it's in control. Y'all ain't figured that one out yet? That you did some things, and this is why we need to forgive ourselves, because we know we did some things in active addiction that we would not do today.
Yeah.
Y'all follow this though? Some things. Some things. Don't think every bad thing that you did because you were under the influence of. See, because them same things that I did in my addiction, some of them things I'll do today. You too. Just look back. As we went back the other day, long before we ever used, some of those things were already in play.
Yeah.
He says we had no choice about how we wanted to act, what we preferred to do. Oh, I like that one. Because, see, I really wanted to go to church, but, you know, I really wanted to go home, and I really wanted to get up and go to work. That's what I preferred to do. But crack was making its own decisions for me.
Yeah.
Don't go to work. As Richard Pryor said, crack told him, I am your friend. Don't open that door. See, I really wanted to open the door and cry for some help, but crack said, don't open that door. They don't understand. You don't need them. You only need me. Yeah. He says, or even where we would live. Boy, y'all hold on to that one. Because, see, most of us in here have somewhere to go. Most of us came from a place where we were staying, but we could not stay. Huh? Why we couldn't stay there?
Go get another.
The drugs say go get another. That's right. It's not that they don't want you there. It's not that that's not your house. You just the drugs will not allow you to stay there. Here I am at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, sneaking out of my own house, tiptoeing, pushing the car down the street, then starting it up. If I had a car. We sneaking out of the very place we live, but can't even stay there. He says we allow the drugs or other people to make our most basic decisions for us. And you tell me we ain't 20, 30, 40, and 50 still being driven by peer pressure? Wow. See, there's some people in our lives that have no power over us, but they have great influence over us. Yeah. I never understood when my mom told me hanging with them boys is going to get you in trouble. Because the first thing out of my mouth was, Mama, they can't make me do nothing. And I was right. But they didn't tell me the influence that they had over me. Peer pressure. Because you want to fit in. You want to be a part of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? When everybody is going over here and you going, and you got to say, I can't go. Most of y'all can't handle that. When everybody drinking and they ask you for a drink and you got to say, I want a drink. You can't handle that. So you get it, you know, you get one. And then they go home and you still stuck out there somewhere. Freedom from active addiction means, among other things, the freedom to make those choices for ourselves. And until you start making these choices for yourself, most of us came here, if you get honest, because some folks probably made you. Some folks gave you some ultimatums. Some folks put some stipulations on you. And you came. No, we don't care why you came. We talked about this before, didn't we? All we want to know is, do you want to do something about the problem now that you're here? Yeah. But the reality is, you got to start making these choices for yourself. They can't do it for you. Mama, wife, girlfriend, kids can't want this more than you do. It's a choice that you got to be able to make for yourself. And there's a question that they ask, and who's an addict? And one of those questions is, are you sure you won't stop using? That sounds like a no-brainer, don't it? But the reality is my actions say something else. It's one of them no-brainers because I can't answer that question if my family member is asking me. That's why the literature asks us, because they understand us. See, for you to tell me, Tom, you don't want to stop using, I understand that. Yeah. To tell one of your family members, I don't know if I want to stop using, hey, you got to go then. See, we ain't dumb. We crazy, but we ain't dumb. Oh, yeah, I want to stop using, yes. Can't tell them folks home, no, I don't know if I want to stop getting high. That's going to throw them off, and that's going to put you in a bad place, ain't it? Real bad. If they don't put you out, they finna lock you down. They finna take the keys, whatever 2 cents you got in your pocket, that's gonna burn. You understand, don't you? Yeah. Freedom from active addiction, man. Freedom from active addiction. Don't take that to mean when I am free from active addiction that I can do what I want to do. Freedom is not free. There's a cost that comes with freedom. There's some things that we got to do consistently and constantly on a daily basis in order to maintain that freedom. It costs. That's why I like in Luke somewhere when they talk about counting the cost. They ask, that's the same question they're asking, are you sure you want to stop using? See, you got to count the cost of recovery. There's some sacrifices that comes with this thing. There's a level of surrender that we don't even understand that comes with this thing. There's a cost. There's some places and there's some things that I can't do anymore. There's a cost. And so the question is, are you sure you want to give up those things of yourself? Not being forced to. Because that only lasts so long. Freedom from active addiction means, among other things, the freedom to make those choices for ourselves. What it does, man, is it does something to my self-esteem when I can make some good choices and I build some confidence in myself that when I'm put in a situation that I can make the right decision. And it don't mean that you are making these decisions all by yourself. Okay. You follow me? Yeah. Now, what throws us off is, to the outside world, it looks like Lewis is doing it all by himself. Yeah. But they don't know that he got a Verizon team behind him. Yeah. You follow me? Yeah. See, all of us need a Verizon team behind us. You know, when that man show up on the commercial and he got about 900 folks, that's what we need, about 900 folks to help us stay clean. Yeah. For real, it takes about 20. If you look on your list, is that this one of them has, there it is right here. Check this out. The support group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 and 5 is 11, right?
Yeah.
Spiritual advisor has 2. We're at what now?
13.
Then friend and or spouse has 2.
15.
No, sponsor or friend. I'm going to say spouse got 2 spaces. Something wrong. How we at 15 now?
Yeah.
Then prayer partner got 2 spaces. That's how many? That's at least 17 people that I got in my life helping me to stay clean on a daily basis. As Derek Wilkerson says, we need a team of specialists. I need a marriage counselor. I need a spiritual advisor. I need a financial advisor. I need a sponsor. I need a friend. I need a prayer partner. I need all of these people in my life in order to help this one crazy addict stay clean.